Hello there, and welcome to the Good Old Days of Radio show. This will be our show for Thanksgiving, because this airs on Thanksgiving Day. Wow, we are here on Thanksgiving Day with a Thanksgiving program. How could we manage to do that? Well, because we can. And it's going to be a kind of a comedy show, or hopefully more than kind of, hopefully a real comedy show. It's the Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy show from November 18th, 1945. Special guest is Margaret O'Brien. Margaret O'Brien is the little girl in Meet Me in St. Louis and Secret Garden, and she did a number of other films. Anyway, Margaret O'Brien is still with us and still makes appearances every now and then, and it's good to hear her doing this because normally she does more dramatic type roles or kind of more normal roles rather than like a comedy with Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy. So that's what we have for you today. For those who don't remember this, Edgar Bergen was a ventriloquist, Charlie McCarthy was the dummy, and yes, it worked well on radio for years and years and years. And I think the last appearance anywhere of Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy was in the Muppet movie in 1947. He filmed, 1977? Whenever the Muppet movie came out, Edgar Bergen filmed a little cameo for the Muppet movie, and you can see him in that movie, and he died before the film was actually released, and it wound up being dedicated to him. So it's also the best of the Muppet movies. If you have to see one Muppet movie and you don't really care for the Muppets, try the first one, the Muppet movie, because that is the best one. All right, here we go. Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, November 18th, 1945.
The Charlie McCarthy Show. This is Ken Carpenter, ladies and gentlemen, greeting you on behalf of Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy, Ray Noble and his orchestra, Anita Gordon, Mortimer Snerd, Ursula Twing, and our guest for this Sunday, the brilliant young star, Miss Margaret O'Brien, one of the stars of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's Bad Bascom. And here's Charlie McCarthy.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes?
Did you enjoy that book I sent over to your house, The Rover Boys?
Why, yes, it was nice of you to do that, Charlie.
Oh, it's all right. It's nothing really. Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, I did.
Will you please let me have your autograph? Put it right here, please.
Why, of course. One good turn deserves another. You know.
Yes, it does, yes. Thank you, Mr. Carpenter. That'll be 60 cents now.
60 cents?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, you are now a member of McCarthy's Book Nook and Cultural Center.
Oh, so I'm a member of the Book Nook?
Yes, the hook and crook.
Well, Charlie, I don't mind belonging if you've got a good library. How's your selection?
Well, what kind of stuff do you prefer?
Well, I'm especially interested in wildlife.
Well, you little rascal, you. If you like something racy, we have Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur. No, I don't mean that. I mean wild animal life.
Oh, wild animals. Well, that's a little better, yes. Might I suggest Taming of the Shrews?
No, I don't think so. No. Besides, Charlie, I can read all the books I want at the public library, free.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
But you can't sit around and talk there, though.
No.
And they don't serve refreshments, do they?
Oh, this membership includes talks and refreshments?
Yes, we have goodies. You get a cup and saucer with your Chaucer. So while you read Shelley, you can fill your stomach, you see.
Oh, well, I like that. Sounds like a meeting of the literati.
Yes, literati and other ratties, yes.
Well, all right, Charlie. Let's see the application blank. I want to see what I've signed, you know.
Well, read it carefully now.
Okay, I'll read it. Rule number 1.
That's first.
I solemnly promise not to eat bread and jam while reading the Book Nook's books.
Neatness, you know. I'd like to be tidy.
Charlie, this is the strangest library card I ever saw.
That's quite a thing, ain't it? Huh?
Certainly is. Number 2, give 3 references. Oh, I see. I presume you mean 3 people who would testify that I'm of high social standing and good moral character.
Yeah. That's a sticker, ain't it, Bud?
Isn't it going to a lot of trouble?
Well, you're right. We'll skip it.
Good idea.
I don't see why 3 people should commit perjury just so you can read a book.
By the way, where are you getting all these books, Charlie?
Oh, we got 'em in our library.
Who's we?
Well, all right, me's got 'em in our library.
Does Edgar know about this?
Well, he has,
Uh-huh.
not exactly. You know.
Well, I'm going to tell him. Oh, Edgar!
Oh, tattletale.
What is it, Ken?
Edgar, did you know that Charlie was running a rental library?
Snitcher.
I didn't know that.
Well, he is.
Go ahead, kid. Why don't you call a cop, too? Gee.
Charlie, where are you getting these books that you're renting out?
Well, we have a lot of books, you know, in our library.
We have.
Well, we had.
We had. You're renting out my books.
Yes, and ask him where he's getting those free lunches he's serving.
I hate you, Carpenter.
Yes. Now, Charlie, this is serious. I have some rare books there, some first editions on those shelves.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm plenty mad about this thing.
Well, you won't be so mad, Bergen, when I tell you that you're the neighborhood's favorite author.
I am. A favorite author? That's ridiculous and impossible.
Why?
I have never written a book in my life.
Yeah, well, do you deny that you kept a diary when you were in high school?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
My high school diary?
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, you're not renting out my personal diary, are you?
Well, we ain't pressing flowers with it.
Oh, my.
It's the book of the month.
It is. Well,
Yeah.
what'll people think of me?
Well, I must confess it was pretty dull in spots. So I spiced it up a bit.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you spiced it up a bit.
Yeah, it was a little drab. The customers were calling it Poor Edgar's Almanac.
Oh, now, wait. My diary doesn't require any rewriting.
Oh, no? Well, here's some of the pages I tore out. Just listen to this one. December the 9th. That fellow McCloskey tried to date my Millicent.
Yeah, I remember her.
I'm going to sock him in the nose tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Ah,
I was quite husky in those days.
yeah,
Yes, indeed.
yeah. Well, not according to the book here.
Yeah.
December 10th. How can I go to school with these black eyes? Here's what I get a kick out of.
Let me read those pages.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. June 30th.
Yeah.
I didn't graduate from the 11th grade.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes I think I'll never amount to anything.
Now, there's a hunk of prophecy if I ever heard one.
Ray Noble and his orchestra playing one of his recorded favorites, El Relicario.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hello, Mortimer.
Boom, boom.
I said hello.
Oh.
Well, I said hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, yeah.
Why do you sit there and stare like that?
What?
Why, you look as if you were hypnotized or something.
Oh, what?
Hypnotized.
No, no. No, Mortimer.
Yeah, I know that. I know it.
Well, you didn't say it. No, no.
You don't know what hypnotism is, do you?
Hipperism? Hypnotism is,
Yes.
What was the question?
Yeah, what was the question? What is hypnotism?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a sort of when you kind of...
Oh, you must know.
Know what?
No. What hypnotism is?
Well, you just asked me that.
I know it. But you didn't answer.
Well, why should I answer twice?
All right. Well, I'll tell you then.
All right.
According to Webster.
Who?
Webster.
Oh,
Well, what do you mean, yeah?
I don't know him either.
You don't know him either, no. Well, hypnotism means going to sleep.
What?
Going to sleep.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, good night.
No. I'm not going to sleep.
Change your mind, huh?
Yeah, change. No, you see, I've studied the art myself. I know exactly how to put a person's mind asleep.
Well,
Yeah.
well, it's pretty good. You can do it. Could you put my mind to sleep?
That's very simple.
Well, I know, but could you put it to sleep, though?
Why, certainly. Now, you just relax and think of nothing.
Think of what?
Nothing.
Oh, that ain't easy, is it?
Well, just think of nothing.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it.
All right.
Let's see now. It's disgusting, isn't it?
What's the matter?
I can't think of what not to think of.
Oh, well. Now, you do exactly as I say, Mortimer.
Well,
Yeah. Now, stare into my eyes.
Yeah.
Just stare right into my eyes.
peekaboo. I like this tism.
Yeah. Now, you just pretend that it's night.
Yeah.
You're in bed now.
Yeah.
Yes. And now you're going to go to sleep.
Yeah. Well, I can't go to sleep yet.
Well, why not?
Well, I ain't said my prayers.
All right. You won't. That won't be necessary now. Now, just relax.
Well,
That's right. Now, you're getting dizzy. You're getting sleepy.
well,
Yeah. Sleepy, slumber. Are you asleep?
oh,
Are you asleep?
no. Don't think so.
Well,
I'm sound awake.
sound awake. Well, we'll just try once more.
Yeah.
You're drifting now.
Yeah.
Drifting. You're dozing.
Meow, meow, meow.
What's the meow?
Cat nap.
Well, now stop being so funny. Now just stop clowning. Now, we want to do this right. Sleep, sleep, sleepy, drowsy. Yeah. Now you're going into a deeper sleep. Yes. Now you're hypnotized. You're hypnotized. Yes. You're no longer Mortimer Snerd.
No, sir.
No. You are now Napoleon.
Oui, monsieur.
You've just met your Waterloo. What have you got to say, Napoleon?
Mr. Bergen, how can you be so stupid?
Here's Charlie's little protege, Anita Gordon, singing I'll Buy That Dream.
Imagine me with my head on your shoulder, and you with your lips getting bolder. A sky full of moon and a sweet mellow tune. I'll buy that dream. Imagine me in a gown church full of folks and those last-minute jokes. I'll buy that dream, a honeymoon in Cairo in a brand-new auto gyro, then home by rocket in a wing. We'll settle down near Dallas in a little plastic palace. It's not as crazy as you think. Imagine me on our first anniversary with someone like you in the nursery. It doesn't sound bad, and if it can be had, I'll buy that dream. Imagine me on our first anniversary with someone like you in the nursery. It doesn't sound bad, and if it can be had, I'll buy that
And you know, Charlie, I've been counting my blessings.
Well, I'm glad you followed me.
Oh, now, please, no. Yes, I suppose they're having a program at school?
Oh, sure. I didn't tell you about it, did I?
No.
Well, you see, I was requested by an overwhelming majority of one to write a play.
Well, isn't that nice to write a play?
Mm-hmm.
An original?
Yes, it was once.
It was one. Well, what is it now?
Well, it's my own plagiarized version
Yeah, I see.
of The Courtship of Miles Standish.
Oh, well, now, I presume you're going to be the star?
No, not for once. I'm not, no. You see, there's a charming little girl who's going to play Priscilla.
Oh, I see. Well, that's nice. Some little kid that you're stuck on?
Please, Bergen. It's hardly the word, it's kid. I see, hardly. It's the most enchanting of all, the one and only Miss Margaret O'Brien.
Oh, I
Thank you, Charlie.
see. Margaret, yes, well, now, this is a pleasant surprise. Margaret, you're the youngest star out at MGM, aren't you?
Oh, no.
No?
There's Lassie.
Laddie. Yeah. Well, Margaret, are you and Charlie very good friends?
Yes, Mr. Bergen, but it's purely platonic.
Yeah.
Isn't she cute?
Yes. Yeah, tell me, how old are you, Margaret?
I'm 7 years old.
7 years old.
She carries her age well, doesn't she?
The reason I look so young is that I use a mud pack twice a week.
Well, of course, that accounts for it, yes.
Yes, and I play 6-year-old parts, too.
You do, as much as that.
Isn't it wonderful what they can do with makeup?
Yeah. Well, now, you just must meet Anita Gordon. You know, she's only 15. Oh, Anita.
Yes, Mr. Bergen? Oh, hello, Miss O'Brien.
How do you do, Miss Gordon? Are you a career woman, too?
Yes, I am, Margaret.
Isn't it amazing how clever we young people are? Anita, go ahead and amaze us with a song, huh?
I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I'm as starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I were somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I have never heard from a boy I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be
Oh, that was beautiful, Anita. Charlie,
Yeah?
why don't we rehearse your play?
Okay. Here's your part, Maggie.
Okay, Chuck.
Maggie, now you don't come in the first act at all, because if anyone is going to steal this scene, I am.
Well, Charlie, in this play, is there, do I?
Yes, you do. Yes, there's a part for you, Bergen. If I don't give him a part, he just sits around and sulks all evening. And he's always bad, too.
What do I do, Charlie?
Oh, Ken, you set the scene.
Okay. As the curtain rises on the first act, Miles Standish and John Alden are speaking to each other.
Hello, John.
Hello, Miles. And now for the second act.
John, as my trusted friend and secretary, I can confide in you the affairs of my heart.
Aye.
I'm sending thee on a special mission.
Yes, sire. Who was the target for tonight?
John, wouldst thou go to see Priscilla for me?
Oh, boy, would I? What? I mean, I would, sir.
I only ask this because you know how shy I am.
Yeah, well, you keep your hat on, no, they'll notice it. No.
I am most confident that she will say yes, if you but give me a little build-up.
A little build-up. This calls for a reconstruction program.
Now be off with you to the domicile of my beloved Priscilla.
Aye, sire. I mount my trusty steed. Giddy up! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I say, Priscilla,
Yes, Father.
I do wish you'd hurry and get married. I don't want to support you all my life.
But, Father, I'm your daughter.
I dare say. Relatives, always using that as an excuse to sponge on people.
You really should get married, daughter. After all, you're not getting any younger.
I suppose you want me to marry a man like Papa?
Priscilla! What makes you think your mother hates you?
That sounds like Miles coming now.
My word, why doesn't he wear rubber heels?
Hello.
Why, it's John Alden.
Thou wast expecting maybe Mrs. Nussbaum?
John, what brings thee here?
Well, you see, it's like this. I'm shopping for a friend.
Couldst to be Miles Standish?
Oh, it could.
Where is Miles?
Oh, he's just playing hard to get. I want you to know that Standish is one of the finest people I've ever met. I must meet more people, though.
They say that Miles has been through many hardships.
Yes, I'll say one thing for him. He certainly looks it, too.
Yes, the last time I saw him, he did look a little old.
Oh, that he did, yes. But he's been reconditioned since then, and now there's a 90-day guarantee that goes with him.
That must be Miles.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, now if I were Miles, I would say, darling.
Why don't you speak for yourself, John?
Yeah, well, I would still say, darling. Your eyes are as brown as 2 scoops of chocolate ice cream.
Oh, John, you do say the most wonderful things.
Well, natch.
No, I wish I had a little home of my own.
Oh, and so do I. Then we could get married.
Dost thou love me?
Oh, I dust.
Wilt thou marry me?
Oh, I will.
Oh, Father, Mother, I've been betrothed to John.
Well, congratulations. I thought we'd never marry her off.
Let me congratulate thee too, John. I am sure thou will be very happy.
Yeah, with thou as my mother-in-law, you ain't kidding. Oh, people, always people.
Oh, there you are, John. And tell me, did you speak to Priscilla?
Yes, Miles, he spake to me.
And didst I win?
No, thou was scratched.
Oh, I see.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
All right, the Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy Show, November 18th, 1945. Special guest, 7-year-old Margaret O'Brien. Didn't know she was that young in this, but I guess that means she was like 6 in Meet Me in St. Louis a year earlier in 1944. Didn't realize that either, but okay. That's our Thanksgiving show. Next week, we start a full month of Christmas shows. The Christmas shows seem to be very, very popular here on the Good Old Days of Radio show. And so we're going to load you up with a full 4 weeks of Christmas shows. So you want to spread the word around about that. The Christmas shows are back, and they start next week. Okay, that's it for me in the Good Old Days of Radio show. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Don't eat too much turkey. Don't eat too much cranberry sauce. Don't fight with your uncles, and have a good day.